Welcome to Case, Cause, and Criminology, the channel where true crime meets critical thinking. In this special three-part episode, we explore one of the most disturbing cases in modern Japan, the crimes of Takahiro Shiraishi, infamously known as the Twitter Killer. Through expert criminological theory, psychological analysis, and real case evidence, we uncover how social media isolation and systemic silence allowed 9 lives to be taken. Let's begin. Part 1. Social media as an offending space. In 2017, Takahiro Shiraishi used Twitter to locate individuals expressing suicidal thoughts. He'd search for hashtags like "I want to die" or "suicide partner." Then he'd reach out privately. He posed as someone who cared, someone who understood. He claimed he would die alongside them, that they wouldn't be alone. But it was a calculated lie. 8 women and 1 man responded. They believed he was safe. Within weeks, all of them disappeared. They weren't murdered in dark alleyways or far-off places, but their deaths were orchestrated through direct messages, digital manipulation, and emotional targeting. This wasn't just a crime of physical violence. It was a digital predation. Routine activity theory in the digital age, criminologists Lawrence Cohen and Marcus Felsen proposed that for a crime to occur, 3 elements must align: a motivated offender, a suitable target, and the absence of a capable guardian. Now apply this to Twitter. Shiraishi was the motivated offender. His victims, emotionally vulnerable and publicly expressing suicidal ideation, became suitable targets. And Twitter, lacking any intervention system, created the absence of a guardian. In this digital ecosystem, guardianship wasn't a police officer or a camera. It was non-existent. These weren't coincidences. They were structural absences. Social platforms are designed to promote content, not assess intent. And while algorithms learn what you like, they do not protect you from who is watching. What if crime scenes are no longer physical? What if they're online, invisible, and we've just failed to notice? Part 2. Justice and Ethics in Capital Punishment. Takahiro Shiraishi was arrested in late 2017. In 2020, he was found guilty of 9 murders and sentenced to death. On June 27, 2025, he was executed, hanged in secret in accordance with Japan's capital punishment protocol. This was Japan's first execution in 3 years. The silent execution system. In Japan, death row inmates aren't told their execution date in advance. They are awakened one morning, told it is their last, and taken to the gallows. No media, no farewells, not even a final public statement. The public often learns of the execution after it has already happened. It is a system built on control and quiet finality. Was it justice or silence? From a retributive standpoint, Shiraishi's sentence fit the magnitude of his crime. But ethically, capital punishment continues to divide legal experts, human rights advocates, and victims' families. Some families expressed gratitude, saying he deserved it. Others said no punishment could ever undo the trauma. And some questioned why Japan still relies on the death penalty, especially one hidden from view. Retributive justice believes punishment restores balance. Restorative justice seeks healing through dialogue, restitution, and community repair. In this case, the state chose finality. But criminology asks deeper questions. Did execution deter future crimes? Did society learn from this case, or was the violence simply buried? We're left to ask, can a justice system fight violence without echoing it? Part 3. Profiling the Twitter Killer. Inside the mind. Shiraishi's behavior shocked even experienced investigators. He showed no remorse. He was methodical. He manipulated his victims emotionally before ever touching them physically. So what drove him? Typologies of serial killers. Criminal psychologists Holmes and DeBurger developed a typology system. Visionary killers, driven by hallucinations. Mission-oriented, eliminate specific groups. Hedonistic, kill for pleasure, power, control. Kill for domination and control. Shiraishi fits squarely into the power control type. He didn't just want to kill, he wanted complete ownership of the victim's final moments. He isolated them, lied to them, made them feel they could trust him, then used that trust as a weapon. Psychopathy and isolation. Using Hare's psychopathy checklist, Shiraishi exhibited several traits: superficial charm, manipulative behavior, lack of empathy, impulsivity, no remorse. He wasn't insane, he was calculating. He had a history of social alienation, few stable relationships, a deep craving for control. And in a digital space where people reach out for connection, he offered false comfort and concealed intent. This is the modern predator. Society's role. Shiraishi didn't become who he was overnight. His background, his isolation, his exposure to violent pornography, all played roles. Criminology doesn't excuse him, it contextualizes him, and it asks, what systems failed to identify him? What mental health red flags were missed? What digital safeguards could have stopped him sooner? The Twitter killer case isn't just about one man, it's about the cracks in our systems. Platforms that allow people to express suicidal thoughts without protection. Justice systems that rely on secrecy instead of transparency. Society that turns away from isolation until it turns into violence. At Case Cause and Criminology, we believe that understanding crime means asking deeper questions about context, environment, and theory. Thank you for watching this full analysis. If this video challenged how you think about crime and justice, consider subscribing. Because true crime isn't just about what happened, it's about why it could happen at all.